The Infinix Note 40 from last year was a pretty good budget phone. But in addition to being pretty good, it had one cool, unique feature: wireless charging. The Note 50 this year also comes with wireless charging, and then still adds two extra unique features. We'll talk about them and my overall thoughts on the Note 50. Let's begin. The first unique feature is this phone's design and build quality. When I posted this phone's unboxing, everyone seemed to really like it. When I even showed it to my friends, they all said the same thing: it looks really nice. But they didn't just say it looks nice, they also said it feels nice. Your average budget phone doesn't feel nice. It typically feels cheap and very plasticky. And that's understandable, because it's a budget phone. So the fact that this feels premium and not cheap makes it stand out. Infinix says that the Note 50 features a unique armor alloy frame. It's a blend of Damascus steel and aerospace grade aluminium alloy. This phone's in-hand feel is comparable to the flagships of today. It really does feel just as premium as they do. Infinix also says the Note 50 is more durable and the hypercasting process they used enhances heat dissipation. So yeah, it doesn't just look and feel premium for the sake of it, it's also functional. The Note 50 comes in a couple colors. I got mine in this green. I think it looks really nice. It definitely adds to the whole premium aesthetic. Do you know what's also premium? Not having the headphone jack or the micro SD card slot. Also, just like flagships of today, we don't get a headphone jack or the micro SD card slot. Now, these two things weren't removed on the Note 50, they were actually removed on the Note 40, but seeing them absent here on the 50 just makes it really clear that they're not coming back. They're gone for good. The only consolation though is that we get 256 gigs of storage. That's the same amount of storage we got on the Note 40. And like I said in that video, it's probably enough for most people. At the top of the Note 50, you'd find an IR blaster, a mic, and one of two JBL tuned speakers. At the bottom, you'd find the second speaker, a USB-C port, the second mic, and a tray that houses your two nano SIM cards. The IR blaster is used to control electronic appliances. We all know that. And then the stereo speakers, well, here's what they sound like. To the right, you'd find the power and volume buttons, and then underneath the display, you'd find the fingerprint reader. This is pretty standard for most $200 budget phones. I believe only the Galaxy A16 still uses a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. The one on here isn't the quickest, but it still works fine. Now let's talk about this display. It's tall, it's detailed, colors really pop, and it's also really smooth. Comparing this to the Note 40, you realize that its refresh rate and its brightness have been upgraded. This phone's refresh rate now goes up to 144 Hz, that's impressive, and then its brightness goes up to 1300 nits at its peak, so slightly more visible outdoors. Another tiny upgrade is with the bezels. It's a little bit thinner now, and although not symmetrical, I think it's not too far off. Even though I really like this phone's display, and it does kind of stand out, it's not one of the unique features I talked about in the intro. What I'm about to talk about next though is software. XOS has always been known to be feature-packed. They tend to add a bunch of stuff to their OS, and now with XOS 15, they've added a ton of AI features. AI in budget smartphones isn't exactly new, but the reason I'm tagging AI on this phone as unique is because of the amount of AI features we get on this phone. Other budget phones, or at least the ones I've reviewed, get 2 or 3 AI features. This phone gets more than 10. The only other $200 phone that gets this much AI features is Tecno's Camon 40. So maybe it's not exactly unique, but I still think it's unique. With this phone, we get Circle to Search. That lets you image search anything on your screen just by holding down the navigation bar or home button and circling. You can also find songs with the listening feature, and then also translate what's on your screen to a couple different languages. Another really cool feature is the AI summary feature. You can ask Folax to summarize, for example, an article you're reading, and then ask Folax again to translate that summary. Folax is also now smarter and more helpful, and that's because she integrates DeepSeek's advanced learning processing. The only drawback with Folax is that she doesn't have access to live real-time information, so there are certain questions that you would ask that she wouldn't be able to answer. But for those questions, you can, download Gemini. Just like on the Camon, we also get a couple core-related AI features. There's Clear Voice Capture, which helps reduce ambient noise during calls. There's Call Summary, which summarizes your calls. And then Real-Time Call Translator, which translates your calls. You need to make sure to go into your phone settings and turn on these features to enjoy them. In the Gallery app, we get one editing AI feature, AI Eraser, that lets you remove people and objects from your photos. It works well. There are of course more AI features on this phone. If you go into the Settings app and tap on Infinix AI, you'll see them all. This isn't AI related, but Infinix added something they're calling active halo lighting to the back of this phone. It comes on at different times, when you receive calls, when you receive notifications, when recording video, and a couple other times. You can adjust it in the settings. Next, I want to talk about this phone's camera. There's technically 3 cameras on this phone. We have a 50 megapixel main camera, a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and then a 13 megapixel selfie camera. The main camera on paper might look like a downgrade because the Note 40 had a 108 megapixel sensor, but that's on paper. When it comes to the actual photos though, I don't think there's a very noticeable downgrade. I think the main camera still does really well, especially when given it enough light. Most of the photos I took during the day and outside came out really well. The skies looked beautiful, color was accurate. I had nothing really to complain about. The selfie camera, also on paper, is a downgrade. We went from 32 megapixels to 13 megapixels. I feel like this phone relies a lot on software processing to make the selfies look good. My only complaint would be with saturation. Sometimes they look a bit washed. Okay, so this is what the rear-facing camera on the Infinix Note 40 looks like. I'm currently shooting in 1080p 30 fps. It does have OIS. It also does have stabilization. So let me know what you guys think of its video quality down in the comments. Okay, so I've switched now to the selfie camera, the front-facing camera. I'm currently shooting in 1080p 30 frames per second because in that mode, you do get stabilization, and we all love stable video. It can go up to 2K 30 FPS, but you would lose stabilization. So just let me know what you guys think of the video quality in 1080p. I honestly think it's the best mode to shoot in. Also, let me know what you think of the sound quality, the audio quality. How did the mic sound? I look a little bit tired. Just let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Under the hood, we get a familiar chipset, the Helio G100 Ultimate. Almost every single budget phone I know uses this processor, or the G99, which is basically the same as this performance-wise. It's not a bad processor by any means. I mean, everyone is using it for a reason. The performance on here is fine. You can play games, you can multitask, it would handle your everyday needs pretty easily. It's not exciting, it's just good. Kind of boring, but good. We get a slightly bigger battery this year. They went from 5000 mAh to 5200 mAh. The Note 40's battery performance was fine. I was getting 10 plus hours of screen on time when streaming content. So you can expect at least the same on the Note 50. But like I said in the Note 40 review, charging is where this phone shines. We get 45 watts wire charging, we get 30 watts wireless charging, we get reverse wired charging, and reverse wireless charging. There is really no other brand new $200 smartphone with support for wireless charging, or reverse wireless charging. That for me is this phone's third unique feature. The Note 50 costs about 300,000 naira, or just under $200. It's a little bit more expensive than Redmi's Note 14 or Samsung's A16, but I think this offers more, so that makes it okay. This has undoubtedly the best build quality for its price category. It has a really good looking display with tiny bezels. Its performance is on par with the competition. It might not have the best camera for its price, but its main camera is still really good. It has a big battery and also really fast charging. But very clearly, the reason why you would pick this over the rest would be because of its build quality and maybe wireless charging, but mostly build quality. Let me know what you guys think of the Note 50 down in the comments. Let me know if you agree with me, but either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you when you see me.